First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
What is going on? Punch forward, yes. Vegas, yes.
Here's Williams to begin with a pass. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. It's second down.
What is it? Vegas.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. They'll send a man in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Williams. Quick throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bears first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started. And that last one results in a first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Williams to the air once more. Quick throw, taken in. He'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
there's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Chicago.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
What is it?
Here's a run going left. And he'll be taken down. But we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Here's Williams now to throw. Back hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season.
And when things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
A play fake. Now Williams. And that is incomplete. Aggressive play here. Score on that opening drive. But they don't get to 2, and it remains 6-0. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll work this out live from McLaughlin. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Green Bay first down. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 1.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play and a really good play.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Shut up.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Ready? Go! Go! Ready?
Here's a run. A short game. Down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
On the set.
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Set. Ready?
On the ground, it's Abanaconda. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
The 6-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Let's go now. Check, check, check. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Taking up, and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Throwing right, it's taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Williams. And he won't get away. Good offensive tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's the right side in the hands of Bryant. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Axel!
Now a give up the middle, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready, flip! Touchdown! 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 Yeah! Go!
To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That is punt by Bryant. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Not only did they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Let it shoot. Here we go. We got Biggie Falsky.
With their fullback trying to get it. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal.
Let it shoot.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
Messenger on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Third and goal.
Let it shoot.
Trying to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up fourth and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Chance to get the lead before the break. Here we go. Fourth down and goal.
Vegas, Vegas.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bears.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing is Williams, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion, and the lead bumps up to 7.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Steady.
A run now with McLaughlin. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Patterson now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece. The score as this one's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Vegas!
To throw is Williams. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
What is it?
Off play action. Here's Williams. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
2nd and 10. Send a man in motion right. Back to the air one more time. There's a throw right side taken by Bryant. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
A couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. Throwing again, Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
Slot man in motion right. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Okay, ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Packers going to use their final timeout now. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's 3rd and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Forced out wide. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, Packers. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And the Packers move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to stop this inside the 25. A big one there to start the second half. 41 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the moment, but it appears it's not going to stay that way. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
From the 23, here's second down and 9. Back to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And the Packers are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
First and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
McLaughlin is in. Touchdown, Packers.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to air this one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers,
that's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and 6. the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Man in motion, heading left. Back to the ground after the penalty. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Clark Phillips, the corner, there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Chicago.
First and 10.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
7-yard line.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll turn and hand this one off. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Travel start on the ground, and somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18.
They'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, McLaughlin. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Packers.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Williams. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way.
No chance at all. He'll go down. Chase Young. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. on 1st and 10, it's Williams. Open man downfield. That is Bryant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll air it out down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Throw it again. It's Williams. Now a shot here, deep middle. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Here's a 2nd and 12. One pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to take this one all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
First down, Chicago.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Williams now to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down. Try to throw again. Here's Williams. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Williams. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Brought down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot for Watson. He's got it! And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. He'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big play there, about as big as you can get. That's an 85-yard gain. So now, after the fireworks, a chance to cash in. They have it first and goal. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Patterson now had the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers are going to extend their lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, it's a win for the Packers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.